Hey guys, welcome to my Better Call Saul Season 6 review. Buckle up folks, got a lot to say about this one, it's going to be special. The plot for the entire show is as follows. Ex-con artist Jimmy McGill turns into a small-time attorney and goes through a series of trials and tragedies as he transforms into his alter ego Saul Goodman, a morally challenged criminal lawyer. In case you didn't know, Better Call Saul was a spin-off from Breaking Bad, which just happens to be one of my favourite TV shows of all time. It's a prequel to the events of Breaking Bad, and I'm sure you know that spin-offs and prequels can sometimes be a little bit hit or miss. So for every Frasier you've got, which works out, you've also got a Joey. For every Mandalorian, you've also got something like Solo Star Wars Story. So they don't always work. And years ago, when I heard there was going to be a spin-off about the life of Saul Goodman, I was a bit like, not sure how this spin-off's going to work, but you know, we'll see. Gotta say right now, at this moment in time, having just watched the final season of Better Call Saul, this is TV brilliant. This show is absolutely fantastic. First off, I gotta give massive props to the writers of this show, Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould. They are absolute masters of character development. I suppose this is the benefit of being able to tell long form stories. If you're trying to tell a story in an hour or 2 hours and you've got to do your beginning, middle and end, you're kind of rushing your character development. But these characters have been developed over 6 seasons, and some of these characters we've also seen previously in Breaking Bad as well. In Breaking Bad, I absolutely love the journey of the character Walter White. I think Vince Gilligan once said, it's like, how do you turn a character and you see him like Mr. Chips and you turn him into Scarface? So you see that character journey where he goes from this really nice guy to someone who is so horrendous, and you make it believable. Likewise, in Better Call Saul, I've absolutely loved this journey of James McGill. We've seen him go from Jimmy, the nice guy, then we've seen him turn into Saul Goodman, and we finally see him in these later seasons as this character Gene. It's an absolutely brilliant character journey that he goes on. And it all happens in a way where you completely understand the character's journey and you understand why they make the decisions that they make, even if you disagree with those decisions. That is testament to great writing and great character development. There's no case where you're thinking, why is he doing that? That's a stupid decision. That totally wouldn't happen. It is all completely believable. It's just very well written. The acting is absolutely brilliant. Every single character holds their own. I'm probably sounding like a Better Call Saul Breaking Bad fanboy right now, and yeah, I probably am one, but you gotta give credit to where credit is due. The acting is fantastic. Bob Odenkirk, who is carrying the show as Better Call Saul, he doesn't actually carry the show because everyone is doing their job. Michael Mando, brilliant as Nacho. Tony Dalton, Giancarlo Esposito, Patrick Fabian, so many great actors doing great jobs, but I gotta give massive props, and I'm gonna call out this one person. I've gotta say Rhea Seehorn, who plays Kim Wexler. She's absolutely brilliant, especially in this final season. I thought she was absolutely wonderful. I think they do Emmys in America. Whatever awards that are out there, she should be up for one because her acting in this season is absolutely brilliant. You almost feel like every single character in this show, even the smaller characters who get less screen time, could go off and have their own standalone episode where we just focus on them and it would still be really interesting because all of these characters have been so well developed. Even the characters who are baddies, yes, we all like to stand up and fight against the antagonists. We want the baddies to come to a bad end, but it's those characters who have ended up in this criminal underworld and you understand why they have done that, you still somehow root for them. You think, I'm rooting for a drug dealer here. I'm rooting for a guy who is doing bad things. And again, testament to great character development. There is so much tragedy in this show. There are so many unfortunate scenarios where characters have ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. There are characters who have to make sacrifices. It's stuff that rests on my heart really heavy. It was just fantastic. The cinematography in Better Call Saul is fantastic, just like it was in Breaking Bad. In Breaking Bad, it felt very original in terms of where they'd place the camera, how they'd move it through certain scenes. So the way this has been shot really grips you, is really innovative and interesting. Some of the episodes are a little bit slow in places, which is something that some people might not like about Better Call Saul, but I quite like slow burn storytelling because when you have have slow burn storytelling and then you hit an explosive moment, it works so much more than if it was just constant action all the time. And when this explodes into action, my gosh, it really does, to the point that you're actually looking forward to it slowing down again so that you can catch your breath. For example, the mid-season finale of this show, I literally had my heart in my mouth. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I immediately had to jump online and see what everyone else thought because it was absolutely massive. It was huge. It was such a fantastic mid-season, brilliant episode. Something else I loved about the mid-season finale is that some of the cinematography probably goes unnoticed because you're just focused on how great this story is. In that mid-season finale, there is a really long take, an unbroken shot, which I'm a big fan of. If you watch some of my previous reviews, I love scenes where it's one long unbroken take, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and all of the actors are still doing their thing, and we got that in this mid-season finale. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Again, props to Bob Odenkirk, Rhea Seehorn, all of the other actors who were involved in this, telling this story, not just in one scene, but outside, across the road, in a park. It was just absolutely fantastic. I keep saying fantastic, but this is what this show is. So thinking about criticisms of the show, thinking about things to critique and say, this could have been better, because no show is perfect, right? Right? You could argue that the Gene character in this story, we go from Jimmy to Saul to Gene, this character journey, you could argue that Gene could do a little bit more to remain hidden, remain out of the spotlight, because this is a character who's trying to escape his previous life. He doesn't want people to know who he is, where he is, all of that. He could do a little bit more to stay a bit more mysterious and hidden. But that is a really, really minor critique. And when it finished, I felt both happy and sad. I felt happy that it was a show that ended well. We didn't get a Game of Thrones ending. It ended right. It wasn't necessarily the ending that I would have written or even the ending that I wanted, but I felt like it was the right ending. And I was also sad that this show was over. All through season 6, I thought this show is brilliant. When a show has had, 4 seasons, 5 seasons, you think, well, the show's going to be running out of steam, and how are they going to wrap up this whole Better Call Saul story? Because like I say, in previous seasons, there were times when I thought it's a little bit slow. Let's get to the ending. Let's see where it wraps itself up. And with season 6, I thought, I don't want it to end, but it needs to end. And when it ended, I feel like it ended right. We had a really good ending. And yes, I am sad that it's over. I'm sad that there will be no more Better Call Saul, because it was a great show. I would 100% say that as of August 2022, this is the best show that I've watched this year. So my official Marcus Loves Movies rating for Better Call Saul Season 6 is, mini drum roll, and this probably won't shock you, 5 stars. So this was a fantastic show with fantastic performances, fantastic cinematography. We even got some cameos in there. An absolutely wonderful show, and we don't need any more of it. Let it stop there. Let's not do another spin-off. Let it just have its place cemented in TV history as one of the best shows of the 21st century. I think that's what we need to do. Just leave it there. So that's what I think of Better Call Saul Season 6. Obviously, I like it a lot. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? It's okay to disagree. It's also okay to agree as well. Let me know what you thought of the show in the comment section. Whilst you're here, can I ask you 2 quick favors? Could you give this video a like? I would really appreciate that if you liked it. And also, if you do like reviews like this one, can I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release a brand new video. I would really appreciate your support. But yeah, let's keep the conversation going. Thank you so much for watching my Better Call Saul Season 6 review. Please stay tuned for the next one, and I'll catch up with you again soon. So until then, take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.